Welcome back to International Scale Modeler. Tonight we've got a bit of a rare treat. We've got Paul doing an inbox review. He's going to do the MiG-29 Fulcrum C 913 from Great Wall Hobby, the 1/48 scale one. Now it's meant to be a great kit. I know Paul's been banging on about it ever since he bought it a couple of months ago. He's even gone and got some special paints for it. I'm really looking forward to the review because if it is that good, then I'm going to go out and get it myself. But without further ado, here is the review from Paul.
Hi guys, it's Paul from International Scale Modeler. My first inbox review today of a kit for the channel. Never done before, usually they're up to Lee, but can't let him steal all the limelight. So I've got a few kits in my stash that I'd quite like to review for the channel. So I'm going to start today with the Great Wall Hobby MiG-29 Fulcrum C, the 9-13. Now, the moment I saw this kit, and I'm not a modern jet guy at all, I knew I wanted it. I went out, ordered it from Lucky Models before it was even available in the UK. I think it cost me, I ordered it with a load of other stuff. By the time I took the postage off, it worked out about £40 posted. I've had it a couple of months now. It is available in the UK now. And from emodels.co.uk, it's about £50 roughly. Shop around. You get varying prices obviously, but I've had it for a while now, and like I say, as soon as I first saw it I knew I wanted it. Just that box art alone does it for me. Sorry about the light reflecting. Absolutely stunning looking aircraft. Shark mouth, which is always great in an aircraft. I absolutely love shark mouths. Stunning paint job. I've actually gone and bought an actual ACAN painter for it, which I'll cover at a later date. That's an actual Russian company that makes Russian aircraft colours. Actual, I think it's called photoscopic. They take precise pictures, measurements of the paint and everything, and they get an exact match that way then doing that. So I got that set and eagerly looking forward to building this, and this will be my subject for International Scale Modelers group build, our Cold War era one, which is coming up on the 21st of September. So eagerly anticipating building this because it looks a fantastic kit. I've had a good look through it before. It's an absolutely amazing kit. Kit manufacturers, this is how you're supposed to pack a kit, and this is how you should display it to your customers. So we'll crack on. I'll stop banging the box because that's a terrible habit of mine. We got one large box, smaller blister pack, several bags of sprues. There's probably what, 1, 2, 3, 7 or 8 of them. The instruction book and what have you at the bottom. But we'll get to all that later on. So move that to one side for now. We'll have a look at that in a minute. First off, which to me absolutely fantastic, there's the fuselage. Top of the fuselage, all nice protected in a nice strong cardboard box. Nice piece of foam wrapping around the side. Bit of sponge, sorry, polystyrene underneath. Actually no, it is sponge. A little bit of sponge packing underneath to really protect it, and something else nice to see as well. Nice touch that the sprue gates are actually inside, where they're going to be covered up by various wing sections. So it is literally on the upper side of the fuselage is one either side to clean up. So that's a really nice touch. Detail wise, I'll zoom in for us to have a look. It's very, very nicely detailed. The riveting's very crisp, very clean. Panel lines are nicely detailed without going OTT. Like I say, that riveting is just superb all the way across. No problems there whatsoever. Underneath, it's marked sprue A, Great Wall Hobby MiG-29, so that's a nice little touch as well. And again, underneath, a little bit of riveting detail, which is absolutely superb, beautifully made. Very, very nice indeed. I'm really looking forward to building this. I have done from the day I ordered it. It was eagerly anticipated, and it's now arrived. So really nice, excellent. It's in a box. You know it's going to be safe. It's not going to get damaged in transit. So it's a really nice little touch. to keep it in there. Like I say, for, you know, in the UK it's a £50 kit. It's not cheap. It's not the dearest though by a long shot. I paid up to £75–80 before for a 148 kit. The old Profi Pack, that style. Other fantastic touch. Ordnance, the various missiles and what have you. Blister packed in their own separate sections, on their own separate sprues, and more importantly fully assembled. No fiddling about with little tail sections, trying to glue them all in position, because I absolutely hate that. Again, we go to over a cam. You can see all 6 individually packaged in their own little section. I'll quickly take that off. So yeah, they all fit in perfect in the little tray. The level of detail is phenomenal. If I can zoom in a bit more, you can see very nicely detailed. From what I've seen online, they're a perfect match for the actual missiles themselves. I can't remember the name off the top of my head now. I think they both begin with A, if I remember right. But that level of detail is fantastic, and to have them on their own individual little sprue like that is a very, very nice touch, because normally you've got all these little tail sections to glue on, and it can be an absolute nightmare. It's one of the parts I really hate doing. So to have it all fully assembled and presented like that is phenomenal. So there's 2 of those, and then 4 of these little guys. So again, the detail is just exquisite. All the surface detail, and again it's a single sprue and it's still marked sprue P. Absolutely fantastic. So again, you know, kit manufacturers, this is how you do it. You don't just bung them all on one sprue with millions of little parts. You know, you're never going to get them to look right that way. Doing it like this, absolutely brilliant. Really, really impressed by that. So like I say, 6 ordnance. There's a couple of drop tanks in the kit, and just really nice to see something displayed and stored so well. And you can clip it all back together like so. Job done. So this one out of the way. We'll grab some of these sprue bags. We won't linger on each one all day because we'll be here forever. I will go through them all. So first off, something I also like, and it's another pet hate of mine, they're actually sticky bags, and you can re-stick them, so they're not staples or not sellotape. I can't stand Tamiya's bags where they're stapled because I'm forever catching my hands on them. You run the risk of scraping plastic parts on your way through. So as you can see, each bag has its own little bit of tape. It's still sticky, it's been undone a couple of times now. So it's nice to know if you have a look, you can put it all back in its bag as such. So 2 sprues, identical. So we'll just go through one. I'll zoom out a little bit on this. There we go, it's a bit better. So we've got drop tanks, various engine parts, as you can see. Detail is, again, phenomenal. Absolutely beautifully detailed. It's going to look absolutely stunning once painted up. A little bit of metallizer paint on it. Put a wash in there, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. If I zoom into one of those engine parts there, just let my camera stop shaking, you can see that level of detail. Absolutely stunning. And again, various other parts. Not 100% sure what they are. You know me, I research stuff as I build them, but crisply moulded isn't the word. It's absolutely just perfect. There's no hint of any flash or problems just anywhere on this kit. I've been over it before. Just absolutely perfect all the way through. And this is the kind of quality I'd expect from a Tamiya kit, and I mean a Tamiya 132 kit. So to get this in a kit that cost, what, me £40, and in the UK costs, you know, 50, it is really, really nice. So fantastic. So there's 2 of those sprues. So we'll pop those to one side over there. A couple of little bags. We'll get for all the big ones first. This one looks like, yeah, we've got landing gear, cockpit side detail, landing gear detail, tyres. I mean, again, the level of detail, absolutely fantastic. Really, really nice. Again, if we come in close to, I'm going to guess they're landing gear parts. Crispy mould, a lot of, you know, cable, wire detail. Absolutely brilliant. Then we've got the actual instrument display there, which I believe, looking at the quick lead instructions before their actual individual decals, not the best way of doing it, but it's an effective way of doing it. Landing gear tyres. So again, that's a first as well. They're actually one piece, those tyres. I was just thinking they're a bit shorter tyres there, but they're actually single piece. If I spin them round, that's quite nice as well, rather than having to glue two halves together. It's a nice little detail. A little bit of cockpit side wall there. So again, nice level of detail. One sprayed up. You know, if you're going to weather, they are quite old aircraft. Typically Russian, I'm going to assume they're going to be a little bit battered. Right, next one. We've got nose cone, which again, single piece, which is also nice to see. I hate having to glue together nose cones. So in there we've got various tail sections, what looks like top of the fuselage, the nose cone. There we go. Again, level of detail is just phenomenal. I just reviewed that Tamiya Corsair, the new 132, and this thing's on par with it detail wise and quality. There's the first hint of flash I've seen on this, just there. Don't let the camera pick it up. It's very, very minimal. And even on the likes of the nose cone point, absolutely superbly detailed. This is where you can start seeing kit quality once you start getting into detail parts like that. Again, the riveting, it's quite hard to see with my light catching it. Beautifully detailed. Like I say, I literally just reviewed that Corsair and this thing is definitely on par with it, quality wise. So very nice. Like I say, nice to get that nose cone in one single piece. Not having to glue it together, fill it. Right at the front of the aircraft, it's a really prominent place. It's always going to look odd if you don't get 100% right. You know, we're not all perfect. We can't get every single detail right. So it's, you know, it helps the model along. On the sides of the fuselage, exactly the same level of detail as the top. Absolutely superb. Not overdone though. The riveting's just nice. The panel lines aren't over accentuated. Very, very nice indeed. Various other parts. Again, no flash. Just that one little bit of flash I've seen so far. All the ejector pin marks are in places that really aren't going to bother you. They're in here on the underside, edge of the wingtips, but again, nowhere visible. Whoever made this kit thought it up very well. Absolutely superb. So again, no problems there. A couple of smaller sprues and then we're onto the glass. So in here again, it looks like landing gear parts. So we've got various gas struts, hydraulic struts, I suppose they are as well. So we'll zoom in a little bit for this one. So a single sprue, all very fine detail parts. As you can see, all crisply moulded. This is where you start to see kit quality on small parts. Like that is where you start getting hints of flash. And there is not one bit there at all. No, absolutely perfect all the way through. Fantastic. So no complaints there. Onto, we've got a whole bag of weapons pylons and there's also this single bag here. Again, beautifully detailed. In these two parts there must be 20, 22, 24 little holes. Just in there, you can see them beautifully detailed. Again, nice riveting on the pylons. Front and back, superb. So there's one set of pylons, and then there's a whole bag. Again, these are on their own little sprues, which is another brilliant touch, I think. So as we can see, out of the way we can see better. Beautiful leather detail. Absolutely stunning. So they're identical sprues, those two. So again, another nice touch on their own sprues. I do like that. I've said it about 10 times now, but I really do. And again, these two identical parts on their own sprue with, again, lovely detail. Really can't fault them at all. So put them safely over there. Right, onto clear parts. So in a little polythene bag, or foam bag as you call it. There's the photo etch as well, put that there. On their own sprue, a little bit of tape. I've removed that tape in the past, so it's not on where it was originally. So again, a little level of protection. The glass is reasonably clear. There's a little bit of deformation on some of the curved parts where it's not 100% clear, but you know, it's a plastic part at the end of the day. The main canopy section, which I'll just take that tape off. There's no seam line along the top, which is always good news. You can just see that little bit of where the canopy's a little bit thicker on the curves, but that's not going to be a problem at all. So again, you know, they're making your life really easy with no seam line, beautifully moulded parts. I think this kit's going to be an absolute dream to go together. I know there is one problem. I believe it's on the engine outtakes at the back. There's a problem with fit. I can't remember the exact problem, but something I know to bear in mind, because somebody I know has actually already built this and did a fantastic job. So again, something to bear in mind. But again, another nice touch. Not just in a plastic bag, actually in a foam protective bag with you know, a little protective tape over the canopy itself. So another nice touch. Photo etch, Great Wall Hobby. Gun to the box is owned by Line Raw, which are a big, another little part there, which are a big photo etch manufacturer from the Far East. So as you'd expect, a photo etch is going to be decent quality, and it is. So we've got, yeah, ejector seat harnesses, various other photo etch parts, all beautifully made. So not a problem there. I've had enough of photo etch at the minute, if I'm honest, but that's not going to be a problem. There's not much on there. It's a walk in the park compared to what I've done lately on the King Tiger. And another little bit of acetate, which you can see if I can get it to, there you go. Little rectangle in the middle to cut out. That's going to be for your head-up display. So I'm assuming it's going to be painted green as usual, but again, you know, nice to give it. Some kits they don't give it you. They tell you to find some and cut it out. You know, doesn't even cost probably doesn't even cost a penny to supply that. So again, really nice kit, really well thought out. As you can tell, I quite like it. Move on to, we'll do to the decals first. This was my first disappointment in the kit, because when I first saw this, I thought, oh, yellow paper, that's going to be a masking set. Sadly disappointed that it's not. It's the backing paper off the decals. So that's the only criticism I've got for the kit. All it's missing to make it perfect is a masking set, but never mind. I did get my hopes up seeing that, but that's just tough. So first stencil sheet, all nicely, yeah, all in register. Colours are vibrant. There's certainly plenty of them, not the most I've seen, but that's going to be a soul destroying afternoon putting those on. But you know, once you get to this stage of modelling, you know you're near the end, so it gives you a little bit dry to get it going. But yeah, nice decals. They're not manufactured by Cartograph, and they're going to be manufacturer made. Very nice. Even the carrier paper's matte on the actual decals, which is a nice touch. I think it was Cohen was talking on one of his videos the other day about the matte decals on, I think it was the Cyber Hobby 109. So yeah, I like matte decals too. They go down a lot better, save a lot of drama, and these are superbly matte. The shark's teeth, all the other emblems, yeah, I can get it to catch the light. You can see the light catch on that shark on top left. You can see the shiny carrier paper and a completely matte, flat decal. So that's a fantastic touch. It really does help massively when putting decals down, because you know once you get a bit of setting solution on, you've got no problem whatsoever then in getting that decal to settle, and you shouldn't get any silver in either. So it really does help. Okay, so instructions we'll get to in a second. One nice touch I do like, and I'll zoom out for this, and this will be going up on my wall as soon as this build's done, and I can find some room in here, because I'm quite well packed in here. You've got a little poster print of the box art, so I'm going to pop that on the frame, and that's going to take, well, I'll find somewhere on the wall for it in here for it to go. But another nice touch, you know, it costs pennies to include that, and it makes all the difference. So I'll probably display the plane along with this picture by it. So, you know, little folder with Great Wall Hobby logo on it, you know, it costs pennies to supply, and it makes all the difference. You know, it's an extra little touch. It gives the model that little bit more interesting, you know, it makes the modeler think, you know, well, a little bit extra for my money there. And, you know, if kit manufacturers, especially Tamiya are a bit stuck in the past in my opinion. They just supply bits of plastic, and especially if it's an armour kit, bits of plastic in a box, some rubber tracks, and away you go, and you pay the same price for a decent Tamiya kit as you will for a Dragon kit with all the, you know, smart tracks, you know, metal barrel, photo etch in there. And for some reason Tamiya are stuck behind the times. They make nice kits, but if I'm going for a kit I'll pick something else other than Tamiya if I can help it, because they just seem stuck a little bit in their ways. Right, I had a little moan, so there we go. Instruction book, again that lovely picture on the front. Brief history of the aircraft, where it was mainly used, a little bit of information about the actual type, the 9-13. So again, you get that standard on most kits. First page, something I always like, sprue layout. So you get in where all the parts are. I know most kits have these, but these are really nice and clear. Again, all the way through. Colour callouts, again, a little bit disappointed. It's Mr. Colour, not Mr. Hobby Colour, which is the Aqueous. So they are Mr. Hobby's, I think they are, not enamels, but they're a solvent based paint, they're not a water based acrylic. But it also gives Vallejo acrylics call out there as well. So it gives you a bit of choice. I'd rather an aqueous colour, but we can't have everything. Instructions themselves, very clear and concise. Again, I'm doing the Tamiya 132 Corsair at the minute, and these are just on par with that. The detail's fantastic. We can see decaling up our instrument panel there, so that's going to be fun. All the ejector seat, the photo etch is there for the ejector seat. So nice to see the photo etch in a different colour so you can distinguish where it is. So again, a nice little touch. You know, it's not the most detailed cockpit, but you know, it's certainly no Eduard zoom set or, you know, a resin cockpit, but it's going to be, you know, a fairly high level of detail in there. Again, fuselage halves together, all nice and clear, concise, no problems there. Get the engine assemblies together. Perfect. Yeah, really can't fault those instructions at all. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. There's your weapons call out, your load, going onto the various pylons with the drop tanks as well. And then lastly, full colour, which again I always like. Camouflage call outs, decal positions. So you got that scheme, or the one I'll be going for, which is this one. So again, very nice, clear, nice to have it in colour because you really can distinguish where things go. And some of Great Wall Hobby's other releases. Back page, like I said, Lion Roar, massive manufacturer of photo etch, so I take it they they own Great Wall Hobbies. So there you go. So there we are, guys. There's Great Wall Hobby MiG-29. I hope the review's been alright. I haven't waffled on for too long and bored the life out of you all. I've got plenty of other kits that'll be coming up soon to be reviewed, including Tamiya's 132 Mustang, the new Tyron 5 from Tamiya. We've got a few other kits there that I'll review, but this is one I've been eager to review and I'm very eager to build, so roll on the 21st of September when I'll be starting this. So thanks for watching. Hope I haven't bored the life out of you. Paul from International Scale Modeller. I'll see you next time, so take care and I'll see you on the forums.